Make sure you guys have got some water. We don't need anything else. We're going to start off with just a little warm up, and then we're going to take it down to the ground to work on pelvic floor very briefly. Because I know everyone's been doing pelvic floor, obviously. But let's just make sure. Okay. Standing up. We've lost Vika already. Come back. There you are. Great. Okay. Gallery view, I can see everybody. Cool. Let's just take it up. Got a slight bend backwards and get these arms moving as well. Good stuff. And let's take the arms out to the side, stretching out through the chest. Anyone's been sitting at a desk, then you'll know that I've got a little bit of tightness through that area. Okay, and we've got 3, 2, and let's take it up and back, and up and back. So take it all the way up and squeeze it back. As you squeeze it back, think also about squeezing those wrists together behind you. Good stuff. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take it into box, box, and side. So we've got straight, and we've got some hooks. Jab, cross, hook, hook. Jab, cross, hook, hook. Good. Cross, hook, hook. Good. Nice work. Last couple of ones. And I'm going to step out to the side and out to the other. I'm going to push through the hands. So push through the heel. Try and get the heel down towards the ground. At the same time, push through the heel of the hand, pulling those fingers back. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Come down nice and low. And we're just going to work through the glutes. Side to side, little shuffles. Good. So down nice and low. You want to really feel it through the side of your bum. Make sure the weight isn't coming over your toes. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hamstring stretches. So tuck that toe up. As we're doing this, make sure you can see me. Tucking everything up. Good stuff. First one, and then the other. So apparently there's going to be gales tomorrow. I'm really not looking forward to that. It's also going to be raining like the whole day. 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to hug one knee in and switch to the back. So hug one knee in and stretch that back knee back. So take this in your own time. We're just going to do right knee first, coming up the front, and then back leg first. So we're not using the same leg. Right leg comes up, we give it a hug. Back leg comes off the back, we give it a squeeze. Right leg up, back leg down. Good. Right leg up, back leg down. Let's change it over. Draw that knee up, squeeze the back leg together. Nice little warm up, getting us moving. Good. Last one. And there we go. Let's roll the shoulders forwards. Hands up. Who has had an ice cream van ice cream this year? Seriously? Come on, guys. You have. Well done, Jenna. Was it a 99? Yes. Good work. It wasn't. Oh, man.
Apparently you're not meant to have 99s when you're pregnant.
You know what? That's actually true. Oh, that's sad. Risk of salmonella.
My 9-year-old niece told me, like when I was pregnant with Harrison.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, your 9-year-old niece is pretty wise.
She's informed. More informed than I was.
And his arms out. We're going to take one leg up and out to the side. So we're going to take them big, nice round circles, warming up through these hips. Oh, man. Well, we went to Victoria Park at the weekend, and that was lovely. And they have got an ice cream shop near the park, which does vegan ice cream.
Oh, you'll have to tell us where. Like we went on Sunday.
Did you? We were there Sunday too.
Sunday afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there Sunday afternoon.
Were you on the playground?
We were.
What? Craziness. We got fish and chips as well. So good.
Jealous.
Take your feet nice and wide and just stretch out from one side to the other. So you should feel a little bit of a stretch through the inside of the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Great. Let's come down into all fours. Try and get down without using your hands. Jenna, you're excused. Good work. And onto all fours. We're going to take it into a couple of cat-cows. So a deep breath in as the gaze comes all the way up. Drop the chin all the way down and push the ground away. Good. Deep breath in, take the gaze up. Breathe out, push the ground away. This time now, with every exhale, you're also going to gather in the pelvic floor muscles. So breathe out and strong gathering into the pelvic floor muscles. Release when you need to take that next breath in. Then when you're next in your cat position, you're going to hold this here and we're going to squeeze and release as fast as you can for the next 20 seconds. Squeezing and releasing. If you push the ground away, that also helps you get a little bit more of a core connection. For the last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back into our cow, taking the gaze up towards the ceiling, dropping the belly down. Last time, we're going to push the ground away into our cat position, and we're going to lightly hold through that pelvic floor just for 30 seconds. So you want to try and keep it held for roughly between 30 to 50% of strength. Good, so keep holding. So we worked on strength, we worked on speed. This is now working on endurance. Really important. And we've got 3, 2, and 1. From here, come back into a neutral back. You can have a little wriggle around. And then when you're ready, we're coming into a neutral back. And from here, you just want to push the ground away and then sink back down again. So you're pushing and sinking. We've got what's known as a scapular press-ups, pushing down and sinking. So these are really important for when we get into our full press-ups, guys, because we need to have that mobility through the shoulders in order to come down into that press-up. It's also really good for strengthening and getting more blood flow. From here, come back into your neutral position, and we're going to start this exercise. 2 ways to go about this. You're going to breathe out and feel like you're trying to pull the backs of your wrists in towards the knees. Or for those of you especially who are postnatal, you can tuck the toes under and we're just going to hold the knees off the ground for a few seconds. Okay, so you're either going to press and keep drawing everything together. We've got 30 seconds starting now. So Jenna, one thing for you to do if you can is just take a look down and make sure there's no doming going through the stomach muscles. If it does, then focus on resetting. So you should be able to breathe throughout the whole of this. You've got last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Good stuff. So from here, we're going to do the same again. For those of you who want to, or who are trying it with the knees off the ground, this time you're going to take the knees off and you're just going to drop one to the ground and then the other. Jenna, you can try that too if you'd like. It's totally up to you. Otherwise, you're going to focus on doing the same thing again, feeling like you're trying to pull the backs of the wrists in towards those knees. Everyone get into position. We have starting in 3, 2, and 1. So if you want to challenge yourself a bit more, knees come off the ground and you're just going to drop one down first and then the other. Try and keep that back nice and long. Got last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. So we're going to go into our first of our strength series. We've got 2 exercises and we're going to do several sets of this. The first one we are going to do is we're going to take it into hip thrusts with a shoulder pullback. So from here, you're squeezing through those hips. You really want to squeeze your bum as tight as you can. And we're pulling these shoulders back as much as possible. So we're coming down and squeezing, coming down and squeezing. So you want to focus on squeezing that bum as tight as you can as you come up and then taking it back down. Again, we're also going to draw those shoulder blades back. So we're stretching out and working on these back muscles at the same time. So that's our first exercise. Second exercise, I know everyone's going to love because it involves triceps. We've got the fingers facing towards us. We're going to take the bum off the ground, back is nice and long. You come down to a little tricep dip. You push all the way up, squeezing the glutes, and one knee comes up, and then the other, before you come down into that tricep dip. If it feels like it's too much to keep the bum off the ground, take the bum down and make sure you're bending through those arms for that tricep dip. So we're going to start. We've got 45 seconds for each one. Any questions? Stick your hands up if any questions. We're all good. Okay, let's get to it. In 3, 2, and 1. First one we've got those hip thrusts, pulling everything back. Draw these shoulders back. Good. Try and keep the arms roughly at shoulder height. Good. Good. Squeezing back. Squeeze the bum. So you want to be like thrusting your hips forward slightly. Squeeze that bum. Tuck the bum under, Tice. Squeeze. Good stuff. All the way down and forwards. Try and reach the arms forward as well when you come back down. We've got 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take it into that position for our tricep dip. So fingers facing forwards. You've got 5 more seconds break. This is what we're going to be doing. Ooh, 3, 2, and 1. We've got our tricep dip. We squeeze the bum. We take one knee off the ground and then the other. Tricep dip. Come up, squeeze the glutes. Good. Tricep dip. Push all the way up. You want to try and make that reverse tabletop. Good. If it feels like it's too much for the tricep dip, then get the bum onto the ground and do it that way before you push all the way up and come back into it. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it back over now for those hip thrusts. Don't forget, squeeze the glutes. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeezing and draw everything back. Good. Don't forget to stretch the arms forwards as well. So it's a bit like a push-pull movement. Keep those arms at shoulder height. Good. Take it whatever speed works for you. Really nice. So, rumour has it that there are 2 shops being redone on Highbury Barn. Rumour has it that the one that used to be the betting shop is going to be organic grocery shop, like fruit and veg, which is very exciting. Let's turn those fingers in. We've got triceps and those marches. 3, 2, and 1. Bum comes off. We come down. We sweep the bum up and keeping those hips as still as we can, we take it into a little march. Yeah. So I heard the one about the fact that it's an organic grocers from the people at Mrs. Lovell's. I don't think they're very happy about it. And there's some guys that keep coming into the shop and like looking around but not buying anything. So then Mrs. Lovell's is wondering about turning their shop into a plant shop. It's very exciting, the stuff that's going on in Highbury Barn. And I'm still trying to work out what the chicken shop's going to be. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Shake everything out. We're going to stand up for this next exercise without using your hands. I'm watching. So if anyone's got any news as to what's going on with that chicken shop, then let me know. There are some rumours that it might be a vegan bakery, which I think would be amazing. Someone else reckons it could be a Turkish place. As you can see, I don't have much of a life, and this is what I find really interesting in my day. Okay, so for this one, we've got 2 alternatives. Jenna, you okay? Can see your head. Good. I think we have the same light, Jenna. Look, same light. Huh. Great stuff. Okay, so first exercise, stretch that we have is we're going to come down into a squat. We've got little side shuffles and we're taking the heels off the ground before we come back down. So if you want to challenge yourself even more, you're going to come down, we're going to faster side shuffle, and we take it into a jump. So side shuffles and a jump. Otherwise, side shuffle when you get to the end, heels are coming off the ground. That is our first exercise. Second exercise, with our legs, we're taking it into our side lunge. And with the arms, we're going to take them in. So as you take them in, think about pressing the wrist and the elbow together. So we're strengthening through the back in a slightly different way. Before, we were pulling back. This time, we're stretching out. Hands up if there's any questions. No, we are all good. Okay, guys, are you ready? We are going to get started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Little side shuffles and either heel raise or a jump. Jumping all the way up. Land nice and softly. Kids are asleep. Fingers crossed. Good. Coming all the way down and up. So as you're doing this, feel like you can create some tension through the insides of the legs. Feel the glutes working, so the side of your bum. The more you get used to thinking about the muscles that are being worked, the harder they're actually going to work. Good stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise, we've got those side lunges. In 3, 2, and 1. Go VP, already going for it. Side lunges. Good. If you want to add a little hop in between, go for it. But try and get that bum coming behind you. Good. Really feel that stretch through the muscles. So the more you press the hands and the elbows together, the more you're going to be working. Nice toned arms, strong shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down into that squat. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Especially as you're doing the shuffle, don't forget to engage those stomach muscles. Draw the ribs down towards the hips. Good stuff. All the way up and back down again. Whoosh. Really good. Also, if no one's taken advantage yet of the offer, Donna Sophia still doing half price pizzas, which is good. Okay, back into those lunges. Don't forget to squeeze the wrists and the elbows together. Let's go. Hands up if you have ordered a pizza from Donna Sophia. No one. Guys, it's half price. I mean, not that I obviously like things that are cheap, but it's cheap. Okay. Try and keep those elbows up. When you take them out, they need to be in this cactus position. So we're opening up through the chest and we're squeezing them back down together. Good stuff. Squeeze everything in. We've got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take it into another round of this one. So 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Heels come off the ground. It's really important to work on glute strength after you've had your baby and during pregnancy. This one's great because it also does hip stability. So it can help reduce things like falls and instability through the pelvis. Don't forget to add that jump if you fancy it. Make sure you land down nice and soft. Last 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. A little stretch through the hips. First one way and the other. Arms up into that cactus position. And let's take it back into this side lunges. Remember, this is really good for opening up the chest, but at the same time you want to be squeezing the elbow and the wrist together. Good stuff. Well done, Jenna. Tice, get those elbows together. Hold them up in the air. Good. Nice work, Vika. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll the shoulders forwards. Roll the shoulders back. What have we got now? Heel raise. Okay. So we're going to come down now. We're going to work through the obliques and we're going to come down into a squat. So we're going to keep the elbows in nice and tight. As we squat down, the elbows are going to touch the knees if we can. And when we stand back up, we're going to punch up towards the opposite shoulder. We're coming down and punching, down and punching. First exercise, come all the way down. Keep the back nice and long. So you want to avoid hunching over. Next exercise we have, we've got one foot in front of the other and we're taking it down and up. Arms are coming out to the side and we've got little circles through those arms. Down and up. Any questions? Are we good? Okay. So we've got the squat and the Superman punches. 3, 2, and 1. Get the elbows down towards the knees and punching all the way up. If you want to make this slightly more challenging, you can take it into a jump before you come up into that punch. Keep it nice and light. Otherwise, try and get the elbows down towards those knees as you take this turn. So this turn, it's not a twist. You're going to be rotating through the hips, so the whole of the upper part of your body is rotating. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. One foot comes in front of the other. Get ready for that static lunge. Hips facing forwards, arms out to the side. We go down and up, and we're going to circle through those arms. Small little circles. Good. Let's have the palms facing up for this. Palms facing up, guys. Good. Good stuff. Tice. Imagine you're bending through that back leg first as you come down. So try better, much better. Good stuff. Got last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Shake everything out. We're going to take it back into that squat and Superman. Let's go. Elbows down and up, down and up. Don't forget, if you want to jump it, have a little jump in the middle and take it all the way up. Good stuff. Good. Try and get that arm even higher, Tice. So you want to be stretching up so it's roughly coming above your opposite foot. Good. Reach for the sky, as S Club 7 says. I miss S Club 7. I miss going dancing. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Other foot in front now. For that static lunge, arms are coming out to the side. If you were circling, the arms forward, try circling them back this time. Good. Try and bend that back foot first. Good. Good. So you want to try and avoid that front knee coming too far over. The last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's everything out. Got that same one again. It's the last one before we take it into our finisher. Let's take it down. Squat and stretch. So if you're in the position where you can, try and either speed it up or add in that little hop in between. Stretch it up. The weather's getting really good today. I went for my first run in absolutely ages. And I took another warrior mum with me, whose kid is friends of mine. And I've never heard anyone complain so much in my life. But she did it. And she felt really good afterwards. And also she made me go for a run, which is good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Arms are going to come out to the side. This time we're going to take it into reverse alternating lunges. Let's go. The bell has donged. Good stuff. So this is going to work more through our balance. You've got the arms going round, which is likely to put you off slightly. Last 20 seconds. Keep those arms moving, small circles. Last 15 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax those arms. We're now taking it onto the last set of exercises before we get to cool down. First one we have is we're going to take it into our runners. So the arm comes up and we're taking that knee in and back out with the arms working at the same time. First one side, then the other. Second exercise. I think Vibeke, Thijs, I think you might have already encountered this exercise before, and I think you love it. So we're going to come down into a little bit of a half squat. This is called the angry bird. And that other knee is going to come up and down at the same time. Arms are coming up and down. There you go, angry bird. It's pretty inventive, hey? So you've got some single leg stuff. Jenna, how's the pelvis feeling? Is it okay? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay. Are you finding it feels a bit weird during the single leg stuff? Like for these motions, does it feel okay? Yeah, that's okay. And if we're just lifting up in front, yeah, let's try it. If it doesn't feel right, give me a big massive wave, okay? And we'll sort you out. Okay, so we've got those single leg runners starting in 3, 2, and 1. So we're drawing the hands down towards the knees. Good stuff. So as we take that foot back, you can also press the back of the heel into the ground. You want to try and keep that standing leg with a slight bend through it. And if you want to intensify it, you can take it into a jump. "15 seconds. So take it at a speed that works best for you. Make sure you're breathing. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's time for the angry bird. Remember which foot you use there. Now I'm going to take it into whatever foot you fancy. Slight bend through those legs, and we're going to come up and down. We're going to look actually crazy, but that's okay. Because the only people watching are me and my cats, who quite frankly think we've gone nuts. Okay. Focus on the balance. I'm doing a very important job of watching everybody. It's not that I'm getting tired. Good stuff. Try and keep that standing leg with a slight bend through it. You also want to be leaning forward slightly if you can. If it feels like it's too much with the bump, you can take it out to the side. It's like a hip hop bird. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's get ready. We've got runners on the other side. Arms are coming up. We're drawing that knee down in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take it at a speed that feels right for you. Good. Press that heel back down into the ground. Tice, you are properly speedy. Good work. Keep it up, keep it up. Just think how speedy you were. Don't lose speed now. Good stuff. Keep it up, guys. Make sure you're breathing, not holding the breath. Got last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's have a little stretch through these hips. First one way and the other. Arms out to the side. Angry bird is starting again. So as soon as that foot touches the ground, use your feet muscles to push everything back off again. Try and get those arms nice and long. Okay, come on, we are big birds. Let's get the arms all the way up above. Good. We've got 15 seconds left. Keep a slight bend through that standing leg. We're almost done. And 3, 2, and 1. Nice stuff. So from here, let's circle through those hips again. Take it a really nice big circle. First one way, and then the other. Good stuff. From here, I just want us to control through the breathing. Let's sweep the arms up above the head. Slight bend through the legs. I just want us to close our eyes if we feel comfortable doing that. And just focus on your breathing here. So take that deep breath in, send it into the belly. Try and expand into the lower part of the ribs and inflate up through the spine. And as you breathe out, think about drawing in those lower abdominals and drawing down the ribs too. It can be a little bit tricky at first, but we just want to try and calm our breathing and take it back down into a normal state of breathing. Now try and make your exhale slightly longer than your inhale. So if you're breathing in for a count of 3, we need to breathe out for a count of 6. Good. Focus on the exhale. Try and draw it out as much as possible. And if you fancy, for the last 30 seconds, you can just take the heels off the ground, strengthening through the feet, working on your balance. If you're feeling faint, please do sit down. Keep stretching those arms above your head. Jenna's the only one allowed to take a break. Good. Stretching all the way up, squeeze through the glutes. Try and get those heels off the ground if you can. Steady your breathing. Last 3, 2, and 1. Float the heels back down to the ground. Arms are going to come down too. And I'll take the arms behind the head. I'm going to interlace them through here, slight bend through the knees, and a little gentle side stretch. So from here, we're working on less of a crunch and more about lengthening up through the side. So try and get the elbow up towards the ceiling. So you're making a straight line through the elbows, the shoulders, and the hips. Good. Back to the center and over to the other side. Good. Let's take it back to the center, and we're going to drop the elbows down, taking the gaze down between our feet or to the bump. Okay, feel the stretch through the back of the neck. And let's take it up, spread the elbows out wide. And now take your gaze and the elbows down towards one foot. So you should feel a slight different stretch through the neck muscles. And take it all the way back up again. Stretch the elbows back and back down to the other side. Take it back up to the center. Good. From here, we're just going to take it down to the ground. Got one foot in front of the other. We're going to sink that back knee down and tucking that pelvis under. We're going to take a gentle stretch forwards. So you should feel the stretch through the front of that hip flexor. Keep tucking that pelvis under to increase the stretch. Hold this here for a second. And let's switch over sides. Tuck that pelvis under and stretch forwards. Good stuff. And relax. For this last stretch, you're either going to need a chair, or you can also do this on the floor. But if you're sitting down, sorry cats, we're going to take one foot across the knee and we're just going to take a gentle lean forwards. Good. So tight if you're doing this on the floor. What you're going to do is you're going to lie backwards and Just grab the back of that leg to feel the stretch. Good stuff. Otherwise, we're sitting up, sit up nice and tall. Take a gentle stretch forwards. You should really feel it through that bent leg. And let's uncurl slightly. Take it over to the other side. Sit up nice and tall. And a gentle stretch forwards. Good stuff. Relax everything. Sit those feet out in front of you. We're going to pull the toes all the way in towards the shins. So you can do this sitting down tight, so that's not a problem. Just straighten your legs out in front of you. And we're going to point and try and touch the toes down towards the ground. So we're pointing and flexing through the feet. Last little stretch before we go. Try not to get cramp. Last one, point all the way down. Take those toes all the way back and try and spread the toes as much as you can. Feels really weird, but try and get your toes as wide as possible. Good stuff. Relax everything. Stand all the way up. Shake everything off. And let's finish with a deep breath in. Take the heels off the ground. Rise all the way up. And breathe out, sinking those heels back down to the ground. So really feel that you're pushing the air down. Last time, take a deep breath in. Find one thing to be grateful for today. And breathe out, pressing the hands down away from you. Good stuff, guys. You are done. How is everyone?